Greetings, fam. Come on in. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. And of course, you already know that I am your host, the Cosmic Commander. So y'all come on in now and y'all get ready. Y'all know what we do when we come in. We do what? Share button. Because what? Sharing is caring. Go ahead and hit that share button. And guess what I'm going to do? Back out just for a second and hit that share button while you all are coming in. All right, fam, come on in. Add myself up here. I'm just doing a little sharing. Listen, this is what I want you all to do when you come in. Go ahead and hit that share button. Because again, what? Sharing is what? Caring. That's right. I'm hitting on all cylinders. It's nice over here in South Kakalaki right now. We're getting a little rain. At least it ain't snow. We just getting that snow. Yes, indeed. Isn't that something? But y'all work with me as I work with you. I have an amazing wine for you guys tonight. And then we're going to have an amazing time. If she's available tonight, we're going to also have a special guest on tonight. Pastor Singletary out of North Kakalaki. Has some good communication, some good information. How many of you know that information brings about transformation? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Isn't that something? Yes, indeed. I'm always grateful and appreciative with gratitude for you all to come in and share your time with us on Wind Down Wednesday, right? On the People's Podcast. Because this is about the people. Again, this is where you can come and be celebrated, right? This is where you can come and your thoughts and your ideals, your opinions really count in Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Also, you can come here and we'll put you on to have communications with you, right? And we'll promote for you. And don't charge you a dime. Right? Some say, man, well, why are you doing that? You shouldn't do that. You can get paid for doing that. Listen, I'm putting y'all up on free game. I'm giving you an opportunity on a platform that's booming to really just shine, right? To shine like new money. That's what's up. Everybody now is out for the what? The bag, right? I'm old school. Just to let you know, I'm old school, so I still do things typically the old way, right? The old way. Because it has always proven to work itself out in the end, right? Okay? We'll always make it make sense. But I know you guys seen the topic out there tonight. The topic is We Wear the Mask. And I'm going to put it out there, and hopefully someone else put it out there. So when you all come in the room, let me share this. Hold on. Let me share this. Y'all work with me, work with me. I'm going to share this and then I'm going to put the topic out there. And hopefully, those of you that have seen the topic, you will also likewise put it out. The nice topic again is we wear the mask. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, where are we going with that? Right? There's a plethora of ways we can go with that in a grown folks conversation. We wear the mask. And it has a lot to deal with and to do with how we speak in code, how we walk in code, right? How we move and articulate in code. Oh, come on and talk to Miss Wind Down Wednesday, yourself. Grown folk conversation, right? On what? Who? Yeah, the People's Podcast. I trust and know that we're going to have an amazing time tonight, as we always do. Give me just a moment. I will give you my undivided attention. All right? You got to make it make sense. A number of people have been saying they haven't been getting information. So for you, for me, and for us, please share. Hit the share button. There she is. Are you ready to come up, Pastor? Or are you going to be in the background? What you want to do? Let me know. And I'll drop this. Link out for you. Let me know. Again, how many of us, if you know what the topic is, put it on the timeline real quick. Let me see. 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 I'm almost about to rhyme on y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Because I am the MC. Okay. All right, Pastor. Gotcha. All right. All right, fam. I'm going to spit a little poetry for y'all tonight. Before we get into the session, I'm just warming us up and getting us there to this conversation. I think we're going to have a very powerful, again, conversation tonight. Stick and stay. This the place to play. And we're hanging out with none other than Dr. J.L. Clay. Oh, that boy's rhyming. Oh, he's a poet and don't even know. Isn't that something? Let's get ready to get at this thing. So let me hit just a couple of more shares here, fam. And y'all know how we do it. We let everybody else catch up with us. You're going to have to catch up with us because we're going to go ahead on and make this thing do what it do, right? Do what you're designed to do, baby. Yeah. Just one more second here, family. Okay. All right. Let me send that. Okay, there we go. All right, family. All right. Put the topic out there. Somebody who know what it is. I guess y'all don't know. Let me go ahead and put it out there. Yeah. Here come the topic. We do what? Wear the mask. We wear the mask. That's the topic tonight. And that's open for what you think that is, right? It's not what I think it is. It's what you think it is. Because why? You're on the People's Podcast, baby. It's all about you. We got New York in the house. Please, when you come into the room, let us know where you're hailing from. I see Queen Rosalind in the house, Severn McLean. And she has also, you all will notice when those that come into the room, when they show up, if I have their paraphernalia, guess what I do? I shout them out. Bam. This is only one of them. She has three of them. She's on the timeline. Rosalind, that's her right there. Please put your information on the timeline where they can reach you, where they can get your paraphernalia. Ocean of Thoughts. And also, she has a children's book out. Y'all want to pick that up right here. Yes, that's one of our constituents. That's one of our followers. And she's very powerful too. Hey, Alfine. Oh, I'll tell you, look, our traveling buddy is in the house. Alfine, what's going on, Queen? Yes, indeed, y'all. I know we're gonna get it on tonight. We wear the mask, right? Okay. So we're gonna get into this. Let me do this up. Let me get properly set up. And before we get into this, let me give you our sponsors tonight. Those that are sponsoring the podcast on tonight are going to be the intuitive one, Craig Leverett, the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shape Shifter, the Code Breaker, baby. And then DW, Dorothy Wilson, also Tracy and Anthony Love, also Pastor Singletary, and T Swin. Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. And if y'all haven't had an opportunity to pick it up yet, y'all need to get it. Love is for suckers. And also, let me hit up Dr. Etheridge or Etheridge out of the ATL, creating the amazing you. Dr. Clea Etheridge. All right. So we got that in. We got our sponsors in. Now it's all about you all because where we at in Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation, and it is what the people's podcast. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Here it is. She put it up here. She put it out there for us, family. Okay. All right. Let's pour up this wine. J. Lore, which is a Chardonnay. Look at this, fam. Ooh, I'm getting ready to pour this up. I know it's gonna be off the chain. Oh, she's in the house. The inspirational queen, y'all. Kizzy. Hey, little bit. What's going on? Come a star. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, let me pour this up. We're gonna get our toast on and we're gonna get into this conversation. And before we get into conversation, I'm gonna read a little bit piece of poetry for you all. Because I am a poet. I know y'all didn't know it. uh, I'm gonna hit you all with that piece from Paul Lawrence Dunbar. If y'all don't know who it is, I'm gonna introduce you all to him tonight by reading a piece of his poetry. That's my shout out to Black Heritage because we don't have a history month. We have Black heritage, right? And I'm a part of that Black heritage because I was in 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, marching for the sanitation workers on Main Street. Estoy bien, gracias. Hey, Tori, hey, Queen, what's going on? Oh, that's North Kakalaki in the house. Y'all, please let us know. Buffalo, New York in the house. Please let us know where you're hailing from so we can shout you out. ATL in the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, through me, muy bien. Muy bien, señorita. Muy bien. Um, yeah, isn't that something? Yes, indeed. Greetings, greetings, Queen. Where y'all at? Y'all in Wind Down Wednesday, ain't you, baby? What is this? The People's Podcast. This is where you come to get what's celebrated and to be recognized, right? This is the place where your thoughts really matter and they really count, right? And we give emphasis to it. So, and also, please be advised if you want to come up, if you want to interject, you want to have thought, commentary, whatever, I'll drop a link on the timeline and we'll pull you right on up. And that's okay. That's all right. And we'll get it on real strong, like Matty Stone, who was some kin to Papa the Rolling Stone. That boy is doing his thing tonight. Tonight's tonight. Okay. All right. Listen, so let's do this toast. Y'all know I always do what? Pour up a bell, right? We pour that bell up because that's all they give us when we go to the restaurant and we pay what? 14.99 for a bell. Isn't that something? All right. So I'm going to give my famous toast tonight and we're going to move on. Okay. Now, my famous toast is may you live forever and shall I never die. Salute. Salute. And if you're sipping on something, put it on the timeline. Even if it's water, juice, tea, coffee, whatever you're sipping on, drop it on the timeline. Mhm. Mm. Ooh, tastes like butter. Tastes like butter. All right, so listen, and we're gonna get into this. Let me drop this in your eardrums, a nice piece, and then we'll get into what is it really talking about. Okay. Let me get to it here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me get that out of there. Okay, here we go, fam. Let me get y'all comments real quick first. Let me see what we got. Oh, my daughter finally made it in. I was fussing at her. You know, I was fussing at you, Sergeant at Arms. That's my daughter, y'all. That's Lil Rock in the house. Ooh, what you working with? Queen Kizzy said water and lime with a pinch of sea salt. Ooh, you detoxing. You hitting the liver and everything. Hmm. Isn't that something? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. Strawberry kiwi soda. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so now to start this off, I want y'all to listen to it. I'm getting ready to hit it. I'm gonna hit it. Oh, Queen Octavia said, listen here, she got raspberry mojito. Mojito, baby. Yeah, you gonna get right and take flight. Tonight is the night. All right. I want y'all to listen to this piece and we're gonna have conversation. This a piece by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And I think he sums up what we were going through during slavery and post-slavery. He really hit this piece right here. This piece is called "We Wear the Mask," right? And I'm gonna do it for you guys, okay? So, and I want you all to listen really good to this, and then we're gonna have topic of discussion. Okay. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with merit subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all of our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. All right, fam. Did y'all catch the Oh, okay. Did y'all catch the sentiments of that? Do y'all want me to do that one more time? If you want me to do that one more time, put a 1 on the timeline. See if I can beat y'all doing it. If y'all wanna hear it one more time before we get into the discussion, let me know and I hit it one more again for y'all. Put a 1 out there. And if you wanna move on and let's move on into the discussion, put a 2 on it. Yeah. Okay. Queen Octavia said 1. Queen Kissy says 1. Beat the Vibration says 1. Alphine says 1. Okay. Okay. I see y'all working that thing. Work that timeline then. Okay. Work that timeline. Work that timeline. That's what we do up in here and What on the People's Podcast. We work that timeline, don't we, y'all? Let me hold on. Let me wet my whistle before I hit it again. Give me a moment here. Let me have a y'all know how we talk. Let me have a moment. Right? Hold on. Let me get set up here. I'm still setting up. Y'all know how we do it. Yes, indeed. Salute. Salute. Hmm. Isn't that something? Okay, let me go ahead and hit this one more again for y'all while we doing this. Okay, is that all right? Okay. We had a power outage earlier today, and they say we may experience another one. So if I blank off on you all, or it seemed like I ducked off on you all, don't worry about it. We'll hit it back up tomorrow night because Wind Down Wednesday, baby, is jamming. It's on the one on the People's Podcast. Here we go. Let me hit it again for you all, fam. We wear the mask that grins and lies, hides our cheeks, and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with merit subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all of our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but O great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. Isn't that something? That's very powerful, and that's by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. If you all are not familiar with him, please look him up. He's a very powerful figure that spit it and then quit it. Okay. Yeah. So let's go. Let's get at it. What do y'all think about that? Let me know what you think about that in terms of what he's saying. Okay. I'll give you a moment just to think about it. Okay. Just take a moment and think about it. Thank you all for joining us in Wind Down Wednesday, by the way, on the People's Podcast. We've been mourning growing. If you haven't had an opportunity, please to like and follow. Please like and follow on our Wind Down Wednesday page. All you have to do is put in Wind Down Wednesday, Therapy with a Sip, Grown Folk Conversation, and it'll pull the page right up, right? Okay. So please do that for you, for me, and for us. And because it's important for us to support one another. We are living in a time frame, listen to me, and I've been talking about this for eons, about relationships. Relationships are very powerful, family. And again, we talked about various types of relationships. One of the relationships we talked about was a symbiotic relationship. That relationship doesn't entail the fact that I have to like you and you have to like me, right? But what it does entail is the fact that we can help each other accomplish our goal or goals, whichever it may be. That's why it's very important not to shun someone, right? Not to turn someone off because you never know if they have something that can contribute to your success. This is a season and time that we are fighting a beast that one particular organization, one particular group, one individual cannot defeat this beast that we are confronting. This beast is terrorizing any and everyone. I see you, Jamar. Greetings. Thank you for joining us on Wind Down Wednesday, baby. So, why am I saying this? Because it's important to nurture a relationship. Again, relationships are important. And this is why I harp on this. I continue to harp on this. Okay. Again, you don't have to like a person to establish a relationship with them, right? To accomplish your what? Goal or goals. Okay. So let's take a minute and think about we wear the mask. That mask can symbolize a number of things. Sometimes dealing with people, listen, you have to put on a different type of face. You can't say what you really want to say. You really want to say one thing, but you know that that will be ill-advisable to say that. Oh, we in Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation. We're gonna make it make sense tonight where we're at in all of this. And saying you have to think about this. Think about this. That they are trying to erase our history. This is why I said this isn't Black History Month. This is Black Heritage. Black heritage means that we're always celebrating being Black. And when I say Black, I'm not specifically talking about a color. I'm talking about that which all other colors derive from. It has been scientifically proven that every color that's in the spectrum comes from Black. We have the ability to produce every other color. Are y'all listening to me? I think somebody gonna talk to me tonight. Are you saying you want to come up, Pastor? Let me put a thumb up if you want to come up, and I'm gonna drop this link on the timeline. Inspirational Queen says the meaning I got from it was that we can't be raw with our emotions, right? We got to wear a mask. We got a smile. Let me, I got to hide our anger behind the smiles, wearing shades to hide swollen black and eyes from no sleeping and crying. But then it's also like we wear the mask because we don't want them to see us broken. We don't want them to think that we're weak or that we're hurting and weary or showing our pain. So we wear the mask. Everything that you said is correct, Queen Kizzy. Everything that you said, right? It's important for because I guarantee you, every last one of you all are going to come up with something that it's specific to you, right? Here's what Queen Octavia said. Let me. What I'm going to do is, if you want to come up, let me drop this. I'm not sure, Pastor, if you're asking to come up, but I'm going to drop this out here for you just in case. All you have to do is click on that and I'll pull you in. Okay. It's StreamYard.com. All you got to do is click on it and it'll pull you right up. Okay. I hear you, Queen Octavia says we have to mute, muffle, and censor or voices, right? Because let me share something. It's funny. It's funny. I know we say this, right? But what you have to understand is we cannot be an island unto ourselves. We have to galvanize because the strength is in what? Numbers. The saying is that what? Majority do what? Rule. Majority. There are the saying again is that there are strength in what? Numbers. The strength is in numbers. So you have to be wise. You have to know how to articulate, right? You have to know how to articulate in a way that you can galvanize people that they are committed to the cause in a way that they can move beyond the scope of what the counterparts are trying to use to inhibit or to prohibit or to deny. You have to have a certain kind and level of wisdom. Correct, Pastor Singletary. No man is an island, no man stands alone. Correct. You have to know how to galvanize. Yes, survival of the fittest. Yes, Queen Afin. Yes, because you cannot allow someone to charge you up to a point where you go out and just start randomly doing acts of revenge, right? To do an act of revenge. You have to galvanize with a plan. Let's just take for instance the Montgomery bus boycott. It was well thought out and it worked because the people what? Galvanized. They centered themselves around one what? Ideal. And they began to what? Manifest that ideal. Because that ideal had within it substance. See, a lot of the things that we're singing and doing today has no substance, but however, it appeals to our emotions. And because of what has happened to us as a people, we're not as intellectually astute as we should be, or emotionally, intellectually astute as we should be. Because why? We have allowed our sense of self control to be targeted by someone that has no self control. Oh, we're going to make sense tonight. We're going to make sense of it. Because what? We wear the mask. We wear a mask. And those of us that are intelligent enough to know why we wear the mask, that we're not a punk, coward, or any of that. We know that I cannot on my own win this battle. It's going to take all of us to win this battle. Listen, you got people, for example, the monks are out there walking for peace. You got people that are attacking them verbally, and some of them want to get physical with them. But all they are doing is marching for peace. Look, they are adding their peace to the synergy. See, it's going to take synergy for us to get done what it is that we're trying to get done. What am I saying? I'm saying that all of us at best only have a spark. We only have a part of the whole, right? Because why? Synergy deals with the fact that the part is not greater than the sum of the whole, right? However, it does have everything in it that's in the what? In the whole. So there's a tendency to believe that I'm the only one that has it, and you must only listen to me. And if you don't only listen to me, I'm going to condemn you to some place of destruction. Do you know how foolish that sounds? When everybody has a part to play in this, and we haven't galvanized yet. We haven't figured out how to communicate with each other, how to establish the kind of relationship that will repel and push back and cause the beast that we're all up against to rethink their position and what it is that they're trying to institute. Somebody gonna talk to me tonight. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation, right? The People's Podcast. Listen, if you have a business, please put it on the top. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Internalize them. They are sending a message of peace, loving kindness, and mindfulness in life. That exactly. So you should embrace that, right? That's very important. That's very important. You should embrace that. If you're talking about peace and you're and the ones that are doing the attacking is y'all know who, right? We're not trying to denigrate anyone, but we know that the church has committed so many atrocities and okay, I got it. Right? And then they should be the last ones to try to condemn anyone, right? Y'all know this because y'all know I deal with pastors. I was on the circuit for what, over 20, almost 30 years, right? So I always had to deal with pastors. I've had to counsel with pastors. I've had to do all of these things that none of you know about. When I start talking about the church, listen, I have the credentials to be able to do it, right? Because I've done this. I've been there. I know what it is. Okay? Queen Alphine says it's playing the game while being aware of the rules needed to play the game. Sad, but it's true. Absolutely. You got to listen. There's an excellent book out by a guy by the name of Carsey. It's called Infinite and Finite Games. If you've never heard of that, you really need to get it. It gives you right with how our European counterparts play two games. It's only two of them that they're playing. It seems like it's a plethora of them, but it's only true two. It is an infinite and it is a finite game. Okay? Right? Infinite game at some point comes to an end, but a finite game is a game that is being played to never come to an end, and you continue to play on to continue to play. So listen, it's what they say if you want to hide something from a black man, do what? Put it in a book. Because what did they say? We don't read. And we know that's not true. But what tends to happen is that we gatekeep and don't share the information, right? We start charging. I want to charge you to give you this information, right? When we as a people didn't do that, we bartered. If you don't know what bartering is, please look that up, right? We bartered. We made sure that everybody had what they needed, right? Are you listening to me? We made sure that everybody had what they need. Queen Rosalind says, "Oh, they are always the first. It's just their limited understanding and misinterpretation of what they want to be the truth." Absolutely. Absolutely. And what they're doing is what they've done always. They're trying to hide the truth. They're doing the same thing that they did in Mitzrayim or to marry um, what we call Egypt, right? What did they do to all of the statues and the Sphinx and stuff like that? They destroyed the nose to try to hide it, right? So what are they doing now in Western civilization to us, those of color, right? And then we are in this argument about, oh, we're not black. Black is not a nationality. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you about that, but here's what I would say is that you're saying also that we're not black. I need somebody on the timeline. On the timeline, I need somebody to tell me what color is carbon. Can someone tell me what color is carbon? Oh, come on and help me. I need some help. I see you, RJ, baby, 217, Ronald Jackson. Thank you for tapping in. Y'all know where y'all at. Where y'all at in Wind Down Wednesday, baby? Therapy with a self grown folk conversation, right? On the what? The People's Podcast. Again, let me shout out those that are sponsoring tonight. And I want you all to know how you sponsor by what? Donating, right? Let me put this information out of it for you. Please donate. You all know that I am a content creator, I'm an influencer, and I need what? Your support, your financial support. There it is right there. Please, please. Thank you. Thank you for that, Rosalind. It's black, right? How many of you know that? Yes, but it consists of, you're correct, Sergeant at Arms. It consists of copper. It has copper in it. One of the building blocks that it's in carbon is copper because carbon needs copper to build melanin. In melanin, it's copper for those of us that don't know that, right? Okay. So listen again, the way you become a sponsor of Wind Down Wednesday is to donate, and we're going to shout you out, right? This is very important because this is a place where you're celebrated and you're recognized. So let me recognize those that have donated, that are sponsoring tonight. The intuitive one, Greg Leverett, the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker who donated the wine for tonight. Also, DW out of 217, Dorothy Wilson. Also, Tracy and Anthony Love out of North Kakalaki. Pastor Singletary, and if I'm correct, she's out of North Kakalaki as well. Also, T Swin, Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. They're sponsoring tonight for us to be here and begin doing what it is that we're doing. Thank you, Prince of Peace, for your donation. Thank you, Queen Octavia, for your donation. Let me see if anyone else have donated. Is that all right? Work with me. Don't run out on me. Hang with me. I need you. I need you. And I hope you need me so we can help each other. It sounds like the descriptions of someone feet. Copper, yeah. That's what Danielle talked about. You talking, Queen. He said it has feet like brass. And when you look that up in Hebrew, it actually means the word copper. Yes, you're absolutely categorically correct. Oh, y'all blowing this timeline up tonight. Yes, we talked about that earlier before you came in, 217 Ronald Jackson. See, black is the only element that has the ability to display every color. That's why carbon shows up as black because it is producing every other color. You're absolutely correct. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So you're saying the same thing that we said earlier. Thank you for that. See, this is one thing about Wind Down Wednesday. Those that on the timeline are very astute. We study. We get it in, right? And we have what grown folk conversation. We're not on here arguing with each other. We're not on here debating. I'm not trying to debate with anyone because again, like I shared with you, the word debate actually is a negative term. And if master teacher in the room I know he'll break that down for you. DE, the prefix on that, and bate, BATE, on the end of that. If he's still in the room, I know he'll break that down for you. Hello, somebody. We do that up in here. You're at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people. And this is your opportunity to do what? Give and donate and support, right? Because we're going to keep it in the center of the road so that you can get the information. See, if you cannot get the information, then you cannot transform. Why? Because information brings about what? Transformation. You have to have information, right? Because if you shorten that and use the word inform and then use word reversal, it is the word form what? In. So when you get information, it is doing what? It's forming something on the inside of you and not something on the what? Outside of you. Are you listening to me? Okay. Okay. So it's doing what? It's forming something on the inside. For those of us that understand, everything that we deal with is on the inside. When we talk about the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom has come where? Within. If you are a student of the sacred text or the scriptures or the Bible, then you know that Yahushua, whom you erroneously refer to as Jesus, told you that the kingdom has already come. Where? Within you. Then it also tells you that the spirit of the Most High dwells where? Within you. Not with buildings made of what? Hands. So when you want to see God, all we have to do is look at each other. And when we want to see the devil, all we have to do is look at those that are opposed to us. Oh, y'all gonna talk to me tonight. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation, the People's Podcast. Oh, yeah. Come on here. Let's take another toast to see if y'all can get me through this bell. Yes, indeed. Let me somebody give a toast. Shit, I've given all of the toast. Somebody put a toast out there real quick so we can go ahead and toast and move on and see what y'all want to do. And this time is moving fast, y'all. We out of here by 9. Remember, I only try to keep you all the way up about 60 minutes, right? Because what we found out through research is that if you can hold the attention of someone for at least 60 minutes, it causes the brain to expand or the brain cells to grow, which means that you are enlightened, right? Okay. That's what we want. We want what? Enlightenment, baby. And that's what that Buddha spirit is representing right now. It's representing the ability to be enlightened. And once you are enlightened, that means that the light turn on the inside. And when the light turns on the inside, that means that you can see clearly because why? What has happened is that your pineal gland has been stimulated. I know some people call it pineal gland, but more correctly, it's pineal gland because it is shaped like a pine cone. Not only is it shaped like a pine cone, but it has uh, um, elements on it that looks just like the elements that are on a pine cone. Okay, so it's a pineal gland, right? Which is a piezo crystal. It is actually a crystal that has the ability to produce what? Energy. Not only does it have the ability to produce energy, but it has the ability to connect you with the source of the energy, the masculine and the feminine, the mother and the father of the energy or the universe, right? Okay. All right. Thank you for that toast, Queen Octavia. And thank you for your toast. Let me hear both of these toasts. Queen Octavia says, toast to being carbonated. Yes, that's a good one. And then Sergeant at Arms, Kiana says, toast to the mask. You understand me? Let's do it then, baby. Imma go and take this one on back since we working like that, y'all. We working tonight. Somebody stop me. Oh, she in the house, your ma the Empress. Hey, Empress. Salute, y'all. Salute. Mm, mm. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all still toasting. Let me pull this bell up and we're gonna toast again. Okay. Okay. Hey, they called Yahushua. They called Yahushua. They say he was a wine bibber. Okay, I'm bibbing. I'm bibbing. Okay. Yeah. If you look that up in the Greek, they were saying he was a drunkard, right? I got all kind of pastor friends, members of churches and everything that they out there watching right now, but they can't come in because they'll be condemned, right? They're not being judged because if you judge righteously, then you'll know that the sacred text, the Biblos, whatever you want to call it, encourage you to take of the fruit of the vine. Because why? It's good for your mind. The boy's still rhyming. Isn't that something? Okay. Toast to peace embedded in the knowledge. There it is, y'all. We still toasting. So here it is. Salute. Okay. Mm. Ooh wee, like they say. Ooh wee. It's wind down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a self grown folk conversation. Isn't that something? Give yourselves a hand. Yes, indeed. Because we hitting it on cue. Toast to the peace embedded in knowledge. Let's give it a drum roll. All right. All right. Let's get back up. Let's give it a drum roll. Y'all want to give that one drum roll too? I think it deserves. What isn't that some? Okay, let's go back up here. This one right here, I think deserves a drum roll too. Here we go. Bring it right on up. Drum roll. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think that's a beautiful thing. What y'all think? I think it's a beautiful thing. But I think it's very important for us. Okay, Queen. Queen McClendon. That's out of the I think that's 217. You 217, aren't you, Queen? That's 217, baby, in the house. That's old school right there. We go a long way back. We go a long, 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 long way, baby. Oh, y'all don't know nothing about that. That's straight up old school. Who knows something about that? Put the name of that out there if you know something about that. Hmm. I don't think you know nothing about that. You in Wind Down Wednesday, baby, right? Therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. It's the People's Podcast. Yeah. If you know something about that, put it out there on the timeline. But listen, let me check and see if anyone else have donated. Yeah, Minnesota by way of the 217. Okay, Queen. I was close. I was close. Thank you, Queen Kizzy, for your donation. Thank you, Queen McClendon, for your donation. Thank you, Pastor Singletary, for your donation. Oh, yeah, we hitting on all cylinders. On all cylinders, y'all. Yes, indeed. See, I like to get this wine in me because see, then it make me start talking about some things that's on my mind. Right. We talking about this. Yeah, but you're right. The title becomes a mask. We have so listen. We have if we could listen to me, y'all. If we could get the church to stop trying to go to heaven and recognize that heaven has already come, that heaven is on what? Eretz, or we call it earth, or it's already in the cosmos or the universe. If we can get them to stop praying to transition, right? And then turn that energy on the beast that we are all, right, in opposition to, then it'll make the war much easier, right? Let me say this to you all, and we're gonna move on in this, right? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on in this. Yeah, you and me, girl, we go a long way back. You know who that is, Master Teacher? I know you're gonna look it up in a minute. It starts with a B and it has an S in it. Yeah. We go a long way back, baby. Yeah. It starts with a B and has a S. The B, first part is B, second part is S. Look what Queen Octavia said, y'all. Look what she said. She said, step away from the glass before all of your masks come off. See, we in Wind Down Wednesday for sure, baby. Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation, right? The People's Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for giving of your time, right? If you didn't have a donation to give of monetary value, thank you for giving of your time, right? Because that's valuable. Because you could be very well doing something else. But however, you stop by here to hang out with the one, the host with the most, the cosmic commander in this. Yes, indeed. Yeah, yes, you know, or a restructure. Yeah. Listen, let me put that out there so y'all know. Let me stop the mystery so y'all know who that is. Y'all need to go listen to that song. That song is off the chain. There you finally got it, Master Teacher. I knew you was going. I knew you was gonna get it. Bloodstone, baby. Y'all got to check it out. Check that song out, man. It's a powerful song, right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Bloodstone. Yeah. But you think about it. You get into all of what we're getting into. And let- you have to understand the most powerfulest people are not the people at the top. It's the people at the bottom, which is why they have to disillusion them. They have to give them strong delusions. They have to cast spells upon them because if they don't, then they know that they cannot control. Everything that we're demonstrating with and looking at is based upon control. Our European counterparts have always needed the element of control. Why? Because they have the least number of everyone that exists upon the face of the Eretz or the earth. That's a fact. We're speaking facts, not racism, not reverse racism. but it is a fact, right? Let me check to see if anyone else has donated. I'm sorry. T Swin, Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast, baby. Thank you for your donation. Gratitude, gratitude. So listen, hold on, family. Oh, just 1 second. Let me do this real quick, right? Okay. Again, Queen Rosalind Severn McLean, Ocean of Thoughts. Her information is on the timeline. And she also has a children's book. I'm gonna have to get that out of my bookcase and put it up here in some of our broadcasts, right? On the People's Podcast. And then we know, right? Love is for Suckers by who? T Swin, baby. Right? If you haven't had an opportunity to get that yet, get it. Now, also Beat It Vibrations by Kafira, my little cousin. If you all hadn't got an opportunity to get some of that paraphernalia, look, I'm wearing it right now. What I'm wearing right now is from her. Okay. Also, this right here from her. Okay. All you got to do is hit up. It's out there on the timeline. I think her dad is going to put it out there on the timeline. I'm pretty sure he's going to put it on the timeline. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes, indeed, Queen Octavia, it is. It's a timeless song. Yes, indeed. Yes. The inspirational queen says bloodstone is a stone they used to give athletes and gladiators back then. Just a little FYI. Talk about it then. Y'all better drop. See, I told y'all, boy, when you come up in here, hey, they be dropping knowledge up in here. That timeline is off the what? Chain. If this timeline is off the chain for real, I want y'all to put a 5 on the timeline because y'all ain't dealing with no jive. Put a 5 on the timeline. You understand me? Hey, hey, look what T Swin said. Hey, Kizzy, look what T Swin said. T Swin says, I have a blood. See how all of this is tied in? Y'all see that? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, we gon' make it do what it do what it do, baby. Mm, yes, that seemed to be a forever struggle. Yeah, yes, indeed. I see you. 5. There it is. Beat It Vibrations, baby. Y'all look her up. That girl got that paraphernalia out there. Hey, Kizzy, put your information out there too. Hey, y'all, cause Kizzy got herbs, everything. I don't know why she don't put her information on the timeline. She got some good stuff out there for y'all. She got some love potion too, boy. She'll sing you some love potion, and you can fall in love. Hey, and I'm telling y'all, somebody that got the gifts of the gabs, I'm gonna have to get her on here right there. That's Pastor Singletary. I'm gonna have to get her up here, y'all, so she can spit it too. Oh, she got a gift. Her and her husband, they gifted. Yes, indeed. We'll get them on here. Yes, indeed. There it is for y'all, Queen Kizzy put it out there. And Pastor Singletary, if y'all got a business too, please put it on the timeline so that we can patronize each other, start bartering with each other, start helping each other. This is what we're doing. We're not out here just playing. We out here doing the damn thing, right? They out there doing the damn thing. Look at kids and laugh out loud. Daddy know about that potion. Yes, I do. I know about that potion. You understand me? It's the motion in the ocean. Yes, indeed. All right, somebody put another toast out there before we get out of here. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, y'all, we 5 minutes over. Let's get another toast in, and we'll get everybody's last comments in, and we'll get up out of here. Y'all know I only try to keep you for 60 minutes. But look, somebody put a toast out there real quick. And while somebody's putting the toast out there real quick, put your last comments out here so we can get them pinned up there so that we can leave y'all with this powerful knowledge that we're sharing with each other. We're at in Wind Down Wednesday Therapy with a Sip Grown Folk Conversation. We're at on the People's What Podcast. This is where you convene to do what? Be celebrated. and where your thoughts really matter and they what? Really count. And then again, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, y'all. Shout out to our sponsors for tonight. The Intuitive One, Craig Leverett. The Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the Master Teacher, the Quantum Shifter, the Shapeshifter, the Code Breaker, baby, Dorothy Wilson, Tracy and Anthony Love, Pastor Singletary, and T. Swin, Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this up here. Okay. Okay. All right. We got a toast, y'all. Okay. We got a toast. The toast tonight is by the priestess. All right, priestess. Peace, love, and light, and govern yourselves accordingly. Mm. All right. Everybody got their last comments in? If you've gotten your last comments in, listen, y'all know what time it is. I've reached that space and place and time where I must say what? Oh, what you got? Muse over it. Let me put a little bit more reverb on that. A little more reverb. Oh, what you got? Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Wait a minute. Dag nabbit. Let me put a drum roll. Again, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. But by all means, do what? Let me bounce you one day. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. Let me move this mic so I can demonstrate. One what? One love. Eternal light. Peace. Power. Prosperity. And in the words of the Prince of Peace, excellent, excellent health. Until next Wind Down Wednesday, y'all govern yourselves accordingly. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Stay vigilant. Stay clairvoyant. Right? Stay enlightened. Okay? I send my love. Look like I got a few more comments before I get out of here. Okay. Let me post these before we get out of here. And we're going to get up out of here. The mask is also our security. Yes, indeed. Let me get y'all before I get out of here. Yo, still with the comments. One love, full consciousness and synchronicity. Until next time, gratitude, Pastor. Amazing. We got to get you on, Pastor. Yes, indeed. Beaded Vibrations is here for you. The JP Hall, baby. Yes, indeed. Salute. Yes, indeed. Everything has been good, 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 good. All right. All right. All right. Okay, fam. And there it is. Isn't that something? Gratitude for all of you all that donated. Shout out to you. It is much needed to continue to develop here in Wind Down Wednesday Therapy with a Sip Grown Folk Conversation, the People's Podcast. Wait a minute, T. Swin popped up something. Wait a minute, y'all. We can't get out of here yet. Um, you all really have outdone yourselves tonight. It's amazing. T. Swin says, taking off the mask, to breathing without pretending, speaking without fear, and living without apology. May what's real in us finally get the room it deserves. Cheers to showing up as our whole self. Salute, salute, salute. Mm. T Swin, that was off the chain. Again, pick up that read, y'all. There it is. Love is for suckers, baby. Pick it up. This information is on the timeline. Okay. Yes, y'all, it's on one tonight, man. The way you say, see. You know, Queen Octavia. I ain't fooling up with you. All right. It's the People's Podcast, baby. Before we get out of here, if this is the People's Podcast, put a one on the timeline and let's take it out the door like that. Put a one on the timeline, y'all. And let's get up out of here. Let me pin y'all real quick. Everybody go ahead and put that one on the timeline if you're still in the room. You understand me? And I can pin you real quick. Yes, indeed. There it is. It's coming through. There it is. It's coming through. There it is. It's coming through. I know most have left out of the room, but that's okay. If you stay here, put a one on the timeline. I got you. I'm gonna make it do what it do. All right, she's still in the room. Let me hit her up one more time, y'all. She's still here. Rosalind, right here, y'all. Ocean of Thoughts. She got 3 of them. Rosalind Severin McLean, y'all. Right there. And she also has a children's book out. Y'all do this. Master Teacher, did you put your business on the timeline? The Master Teacher also has a business. Now, I can't make y'all put it out there. Now, if you don't put it out there, that's on you. Right? Because someone may need your service. Pastor Singletary was talking about quantum principles, Master Teacher. Y'all may want to hook up. Master Teacher is a mathematical. That's an inside joke. He's a mathematical. No, but he's a mathematician. So he did about a month or 2 on quantum principles and theories and all the elements of that. I think you would enjoy that, Pastor. Kicking it with him on that level. So, but listen, yo, it's all about relationships. We're establishing relationships. Please, please, please note that we're here for each other. Y'all know how to hit me up. Y'all know how to find me. Right? So let's go ahead on and get up out of here. Okay? Listen, again, one love, y'all. Shalom alaikum, Mr. Peace be unto you, family. Right?